Okay, so I am back on City Skylines 2. I recorded the first episode last night / this morning in the very early hours, and I realized I kind of went delusional and my brain stopped working at points. So come back on today because I need to resurrect some things. As you can see, what I've done, I've rolled back just because I hated what I'd done with the zoning. It looked cool, but it's not quite what I wanted. So yeah, so what we've done, first things first, is we've changed the top layer to bigger roads, less alleyways, and I'm gonna save this area for town housing because I think the bigger buildings along here will look better than the low density. I have also removed the horrible bridge just because it was wasting a whole section along here. Real estate is expensive. The land value must be used correctly. Let's put it that way. But yeah, there we go. That's kind of the changes. I've still got my tiny little diamond of industry up here. I still don't know what to do with this little island. Not quite sure yet. So what I need to do, I need to figure out, well, first things first, actually, I want to spend a point. I want big roundabouts. I'm from the UK. Roundabouts are a way of life here. Nice big roundabout. What I was thinking, I'm going to try and use this space along here. I don't know if I need to terraform it or anything. I mean, if I'm honest, I spent so long doing these retaining walls and the ramps. Kind of did my head in a bit. I pretty much went delusional. I don't want to do too much of anything like that, but I could. Why would I do it? All right. So I did end up going a bit crazy again. This is going to be my little residential area. Big houses. I like the idea of the best houses being up high, looking over, looking down on everyone. The problem with this is I kind of now want to mirror it over here. I might save that for when the demand is there. Hopefully it gives me a bit of time to figure some other stuff out. Let's get filling because we're now back to where we started. So this is all going to be town housing and entire, leave that. That's for the cemetery. And then in time, hopefully we can increase the sizes of the houses. Now, let's fill these in. Just the inside. Some nice houses, big houses. How do I, how am I going to do this? That's not too bad. It's a bit crazy on that junction though, isn't it? I'm sure. Uh-oh. That is ugly. There we go. They're hidden. That's hidden terrain underneath. That's where the hillside would be if I deleted the road. Anyway, will this fit in a bit better now? Lovely. I was going to get T-boned off the corner here, aren't they? 100%. That's ugly-ish, but I kind of am just going to leave it. Now, why aren't you working? We're just gonna. Why? Oh, that's annoying. There we go. There's our step. Fill this in as well. Put the cemetery in. That's where it was. We had some nice trees around it. So we're now pretty close to where we were. Taxes. Absolutely way too high. I think we fixed it. I'm a lot happy with that. It looks a lot nicer. God, I hate terraforming. I want these clean edges. I don't get clean edges. I can't get rid of these without destroying the upstairs bit. Oh dear, it's annoying. My computer, by the way, I realized as well, in the last video of City Skylines, you can just hear it absolutely whirling away. For whatever reason, City Skylines 2 is one of the only games that fries my computer. I'm not normally like this. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna plonk a hospital somewhere. I'm not actually 100% sure on where to plonk it. Let me get rid of these. Pop that in there. All right, so I think it's time to see how it all comes together. I'm just gonna hit play and hopefully everything is much better than it was in the last video. It finished chaotically, so I don't even know how the traffic is going to work in this silly city. I guess we'll find out as it grows. All right, come on then. Okay, so we are now a small village. How fantastic. But yeah, look at this. Who wouldn't want to live there? Imagine you let your kids out to have a little play in the garden and they accidentally topple over the wall. Very safe. Yeah, this is, I'm quite happy with this. I'm easily pleased. I know that there's people who are insane at this game and create pieces of art, basically. I'm trying my best. I'm not the most artistic. The traffic isn't too bad. I think it was a good idea getting rid of these middle roads that were here. It just made too many junctions along here. So our demand for low density is still very high, which means I'm very likely to try and build kind of the same thing over here. I've also got all this space around the edge. I might start to think about filling in. I'm not 100% sure. I still got this chicken nugget looking island as well. Decisions, and I'm very indecisive. Yeah, it seems to be working out. The dead people are staying put. Oh no, there's an ambulance. Where are you going? Someone's had an accident? Oh no. A child has fallen off the... Oh, they've got a fence up here, but they don't down there. Anyway, good place to leave it. I've added something. We aren't making any money yet. Let me actually figure that out. Actually, you know what? Taxes. No, they're still very high. But yeah, I have added a thing and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good and optimistic about the future. In the next one, if I do a next one, I probably will, just because I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this. I think it's time to work out what we do with the chicken nugget island. I don't know why it's called that, but it kind of looks like a chicken nugget sort of thing. Anyway, yeah, we'll do something with this. How exciting. See you in the next one.